Ladies and gentlemen, everyone, welcome to you. You're watching a brand new episode of Encounter. Today, our guest is Rama Bhadran. He is a finance professional, but of course, he will not be speaking about finance in Encounter, but he is a Sanskrit scholar. He will not be speaking about Sanskrit today because our guest today will be speaking about Vishnu Sahasranam. And with us in the studio is Rama Bhadran. Thank you very much for being here in the studios of the MBC.
Thank you.
And this is a special recording because from the information that I got, you're in the country for only 4 days. So by the time this program will be broadcast, you will most probably be back to India. So I should probably share with the viewers of Encounter that it's the first time that I'm doing an encounter with a guest, and I have no idea. I've never heard of the concept, and I've never heard that this even existed before. So as much as I am discovering the concept, you're also discovering it with us today. So only 4 days, and you're going around the country doing chantings on Vishnu Sahasranam. So, Mr. Rama, you're a finance professional, also a Sanskrit scholar. You're part of the Vishwas, as we mentioned earlier. And over the 4 days that you're in the country, you're going around and doing chants about Vishnu Sahasranam. Okay. Can you tell us why is it important for you to go around and do these chants? What is it so important for you? Because you came in a delegation from India, right?
Yes.
From where did you come from?
I came from the southern India. Chennai is the place.
From Chennai. And you have a group with you?
Yes.
And you're going around to say, why was it important for you to go around and say?
The reason was that, when you chant Vishnu Sahasranam, you get a lot of benefits. In fact, even in the Vishnu Sahasranam itself says, if you chant Vishnu Sahasranama, you will get good health, you will get good jobs, you will get good wealth. Then they won't fall in a situation of accident-like situations. So everything will be good, and all your evil tendencies and the bad thoughts will completely vanish if you start chanting Vishnu Sahasranam regularly. That's what this particular text itself says towards the end of it. And that's the reason we wanted to, because everybody wants only to be happy, and then they want to remove all their problems and pains. That's the reason we thought we'll spread this, the chanting of the Vishnu Sahasranam through this country.
So are you doing it to share because when you have been doing it yourself, you find yourself being a happier person?
Exactly.
It's scientifically proven?
Yes.
From your own experience?
Yes.
All right, so people at home watching must be wondering, so what is the Vishnu Sahasranam?
Literally, if you look at it, Vishnu...
Is it the names of Lord Vishnu?
Yes, that is Vishnu Sahasranama. So Vishnu means Sahasranama. Now Vishnu is Bhagavan Vishnu.
Of course.
The meaning of the word Vishnu is all pervading. That means it's present in all places. That is the meaning of the word Vishnu. It comes from the root word Visha. Visha means to enter. So that means Vishnu has entered this entire universe, and therefore is called as Vishnu.
Does it have the same meaning with Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, the
preserver? Exactly. The three Murtis, Brahma, Vishnu, is the same thing. Then Sahasra means 1,000.
1,000 names?
Namas means names. So Vishnu's 1,000, that is chanting the 1,000 names of Mahavishnu. That is the literal meaning of the word Vishnu Sahasranama message.
So why is it important to sing 1,000 names for Vishnu?
That's what I said, because you get whatever you want. All your genuine desires are completely fulfilled by chanting the Vishnu Sahasranama message. And that is the reason we are suggesting that people should chant that regularly. They will get all their desires fulfilled.
So now let's get into the more interesting part of this. Where does this originate, the 1,000 names?
These 1,000 names originate from, the Hindus have got two epics, Ramayana and Mahabharata.
Yes, of course.
So the Mahabharata is the second epic that has got a huge one, because it is said to be, it is called to be fifth Veda. In Vedas, you have got four Vedas, Rig, Yajur, Sama, Atharvana. This Mahabharata is said to be the fifth Veda, because it is so comprehensive. And why is it called Mahabharata? Mahatvatvat Bharatvat. That means it's a great epic, and it's a heavy subject. That means it contains so many subtopics in that. So in today's world, that Vishnu Sahasranam is contained in the later portion. That is, it has got 18 parvas. This Mahabharata contains 18 parvas. The 13th parva is Anusasana parva. So Anusasana parva is where, you know the story of Mahabharata. When the Pandavas won this battle over this Kauravas, then there's the grandsire Bhishma was lying on the bed of arrows. He was waiting for leaving this body.
Oh yes, okay. So allow me to interrupt you. Mainly the main stories that we hear from Mahabharata is normally before the war of Kurukshetra, the conversation between Arjun and Krishna,
Yes.
called the Bhagavad Gita.
Correct, correct.
And I think this is so popular. It's the most popular book that we have now.
Yes.
So what you're saying is as important but less popular.
Yes. Correct.
So after the war is won,
Yes.
and Bhishma is covered in a bed of arrows, still
Yes.
alive,
Yes.
because his students would not kill him.
Correct.
Yes. So there is
also
a
another
very
reason-
important part there.
There is another reason why he did not, he had got this boon called a Swachanda Mrityu. That is, he can leave his body at any time he wants. It was
Yes.
a boon given. So he was waiting for onset of Uttarayana. That means the northern movement of the sun. Because there are certain benefits if he leaves his body. Therefore, he was alive at that point of time.
So the Vishnu Sahasrama is by Bhishma?
Yes, yes. Yes,
Oh, I did not know that.
yes, it is by Bhishma giving to Yudhishthira, the eldest of the Pandavas.
But they were not on the same sides, no?
They were not on the
they were
same-
fighting on different sides. Right?
Exactly, you're right. They are fighting on the both sides, but still,
But the war is over though.
war was over, and then Bhishma Pitar always, the Bhishma Pitar, although he knew that the Pandavas on the right side or the Dharma side, but still because of his promise he has made to his father that he will always protect the people on this Kurukshetra,
Yes.
the Kaurava side, so he had to be there, although in its mind he was not always on the side of Duryodhana. So he was
Because before the war began, Bhishma changed sides.
he didn't change.
He didn't change sides.
He didn't change sides. He didn't change sides. He was always with Kauravas.
He was always, because of the promise he made.
Promise he made his father.
But he was not very happy about it.
He was not very happy about it.
All right, this is very interesting. So for now, we'll take a short break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You're still watching Encounter, and we still have Rama Bhadran with us, and he's speaking about Vishnu Sahasranam. Of course, before the report, we had a broad idea of what it is. So my question to you, Mr. Rama, is how did they come up with the 1,000 names? What is the origin of it?
So after listening to all these various types of dharmas, Yudhishthira asked his grandfather, great-grandfather,
That was after the war,
after the war,
which was already won.
yes, it was already won. So after listening to it, then he asked him some famous 6 questions. He said that in the world there are so many gods. So who is the best among the gods? That is the first question he asked. Then who is the ultimate person, refuge of all these people in this universe? This is the second question he asked. The third question is who should be praised? Who should be worshipped? Third and fourth question. Second, you taught me several dharmas. Now tell me which is the best dharma I should follow. This is the fifth question. And then all these living beings in this universe, by chanting whose names, they get away from the samsara chakra and go into moksha. These are the 6 questions that Yudhishthira asked Bhishma. Then Bhishma said, Mahavishnu is the ultimate supreme God. Then he is the ultimate person to be reached. He should be praised, he should be worshipped. According to my opinion, according to Bhishma says, chanting the 1,000 names of the Lord is the best dharma that anybody can follow. And then chanting Mahavishnu's name, the jantus, any living being can ultimately reach moksha. The greatness of this Vishnu Sahasranam is he could have just stopped with that. You asked me 6 questions, I have answered this question. So let's move on to the next topic. But then the Krishna's sankalpa, that means his wish was that the Kali Yuga should get the 1,000 names of the Lord for them to be completely removed. So Bhishma himself says, I am going to give you these 1,000 names to you for your own benefit as well as for the benefit of the posterity. I am going to give these 1,000 names.
So he shed the 1,000
all
names
the 1,000
before
names.
leaving his body.
Exactly.
Wow. And he shed to Yudhishthira in the presence of Krishna.
Yes.
So he shared 1,000 names in the presence of God?
Exactly.
In the presence of God?
In the presence of God.
Himself?
Himself.
But Bhagavad Gita has more importance. But can I ask you this question?
Yeah.
So can I say that Bhagavad Gita is part of the truth for a certain situation before, but after the war also is another part of the truth?
Yes.
So the different aspects of the whole stories and all the different books and ancient scriptures that we have, can we say that they're all beads of the bigger truth that we all need to know?
Yes, in a way, yes, well, you're right. What you're saying is there's all different aspects of the truth which is being revealed in different ways. If you look at the Bhagavad Gita, it was given by Bhagavan Sri Krishna to Arjuna.
Yes.
In fact, if you look at the Bhagavad Gita, first sloka starts with Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yutsavaha Mamakaha Pandavachya Kima Kurvata San. That means the first word is Mama. Mama means mine. If you look at the last sloka of Bhagavad Gita, which is said by this Sanjaya, Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno, Yatra Partho Dhanurdhara, Tatra Shir Vijayo Buddhir Dhrivanitir Matirma. He says the last word is mama. First one is dharma, the second one is mama. If you combine these two words, mama dharma, that means dharma means duty, one meaning of them. What is my duty? So the entire Bhagavad Gita is talking about, because Arjuna was confused. He didn't want to fight the battle. No. Then Krishna is asking to fight the battle. Therefore, there was a conflict in him, and therefore, finally, Krishna convinced him his duty was to fight the battle. And that is what is, if you take these two words, mama dharma. So Bhagavad Gita is talking about the duty of Arjuna.
And in the fight also, Arjuna was very confused to fight Bhishma.
Yes, true.
He said, how can I fight my teacher?
Fight my teacher, fight my kith and kin, and all those things. That is what the first, the chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna's Vishad Yoga, talks about. In fact, if you look at the Bhagavad Yoga, you will feel convinced with what Arjuna is saying.
Yes.
Exactly. So that is what the nuances there is. Then there are conflict between two dharmas. Which dharma takes precedence over the other dharma?
Which is the highest one.
Exactly. That is what Krishna was trying to convince, saying that Arjuna, you are thinking about your role as a person from the Kuru clan. Yes, you have got to protect your kith and kin. But then you are a Kshatriya. You are a person, you're king. Your king has to ensure that the dharma is protected.
What is the highest truth?
So that truth takes precedence over this, and therefore you got to fight this man. That is the whole message of Bhagavad Gita.
So that's before the war.
Before
now,
the war.
After the war.
After the war was happened, that means subsequently when the war was completed, in fact, if you look at the Bhagavad Gita, it was given by Bhagavan to a Bhakta. That means Arjuna, Krishna to Bhakta. Whereas this is given by one Bhakta to another Bhakta. That is, Bhishma is a Bhakta of Bhagavan, a devotee of Bhagavan, and the Yudhishthira is also a devotee of Bhagavan. Bhagavan considers that the devotee's words are better than his own words. So that's why the Vishnu Sahasranam is a shade better than, according to my opinion.
Yes.
That's one. The second one is also in Bhagavad Gita, one has to follow the instructions given by Bhagavan to ultimately reach the goal. Either Karma Yoga, or Jnana Yoga, or Bhakti, or whatever it is. One cannot, by chanting Bhagavad Gita itself, one cannot get anything. Whereas in Vishnu Sahasranam, chanting the name of the Lord itself is sufficient. You don't have to do anything else. Just chant the name of the Lord. In that sense, Vishnu Sahasranam is a shade better than. Okay. Both are important. I'm not saying that. Both are important. In these two aspects, this Vishnu Sahasranam takes a precedence over the Bhagavad Gita. As such, in Kali Yuga, the dharma is only chanting the name of the Lord. Because
that's it?
Yeah, nothing else is required.
So what you recommend is everyone to chant the name, the 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu.
Yes, you will get anything that you want, because that is what is being, I'm not saying that, it is said by Bhishma himself towards the later portion of the Vishnu Sahasranam.
Every day you chant 1,000 names of Vishnu?
Yes.
Every day?
Every day.
Since how long?
I've been doing it for so many years, so that's what it is.
Okay. But you're part of the Vishnu Sahasranam Sanstam, Vishwas?
Yes.
So you're very active in it since how many years?
For the last 7-8 years.
7-8 years. But how do you find yourself active in the Vishwas?
It's very, it's encouraging, because every day when you talk to people, we find that a lot of people are saying in the feedback, they're so much interested in knowing the Vishnu Sahasranam, they're not able to approach a proper institute or an institution to get the authentic way of chanting the Vishnu Sahasranam. They're quite happy. In fact, the COVID has, they have a positive effect on our side. In the sense, the online classes, previously we were doing only physical, we are calling the people and talking to only very few, maybe a few hundred people. But with the online courses, we have been able to reach to thousands and thousands of people. So far we have done about, in the last 2 years, 42,000 people have been trained in chanting the Vishnu Sahasranama regularly. Not only that, after chanting the Vishnu Sahasranama, we form these subgroups where they meet every week. Then they keep on chanting within themselves, and then they have satsangs, they're talking to them about the common way of chanting the Vishnu Sahasranama.
Okay. I don't mean to be disrespectful asking you this question, but I will still do it. You have the Bhagavad Gita, you have Vishnu Sahasranam, you have Ramayana. Some people say it is good to recite Shiv Rudram. But there is so much to do. Then how can you fit on? How do you fit it all in the time that we have?
See, you have attended a buffet dinner or a lunch.
So you take what you like?
Yeah, so you take what you like. So because in the Vedas say, loko bhinna ruchi, that means each one has got different tastes.
Okay.
I may like jalebi or some sweet, you like a different type of sweet, but all are made up of only sugar. But then different people have different tastes, so they choose what is more liking to them, and Bhagavan is happy. If God is happy whichever way you want to worship him. But more easy way of doing it in Kali Yuga is chanting the Vishnu. That's why we are trying to
Chanting the
propagate.
Vishnu name. If people want to know more about the 1,000 names, I think there's a website you can
Yes,
have a look.
we have
It's,
got it.
I've said it's Vishwa SV, so visvasvsn.org. That's the
Exactly.
website. So we'll have it written down on the screen. You can have all the information on it.
Yes.
Can you chant a few names for other, not all 1,000 names,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
just a few one? I just
So,
want to hear it and know what
See,
it
I
is.
just chant the first 2 slokas.
Is there a posture or just normal posture?
Normal
Just-
posture you can do that.
Okay.
So that's one great thing about this Vishnu Sahasranam. There are no injunctions. One has to chant only after taking bath, or one should do it only sitting in the prayer. You can chant it anywhere. So because it is a Satvika Murti, you can chant it any place. While going on the car, you have free time, you can chant Vishnu Sahasranam. So there is no restrictions on saying that it should be chanted only at this point of time or this place, etc. That is the great advantage of
Any time is a good time.
any time is a good time.
Fantastic. All right.
So I'll chant the 2 slokas. Vishvam Vishnurvashatkaro Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu Bhuta Krit Bhuta Bhritbhavo Bhutatma Bhuta Bhavanaha. There are 9 names in that. Vishvam is the first name. Vishvam is the entire universe. Bhagavan
Okay.
is manifesting into Vishnu, I said all pervading. Vashatkaraha. Vashatkara means one who has got 6 qualities. Jnanam, Balam, Aishwaryam, Viryam, Shakti. So this is called Vashatkaraha. Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu. That means he's the Lord of the past, he's the Lord of the present, he's Lord of the future also. So Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu. Bhuta Krit is the person who is creating this entire universe as well as these various people, species. Bhuta Krit, Bhuta Brit is the supporter, he is the nourisher. He is creating this, not only is creating, he is providing us the necessary oxygen, food, everything for the people. So Bhuta Brit is sustaining that. Bhuta Brit, Bhuta Krit, Bhuta Brit Bhavaha. That means he is the person who is manifesting as the different, these various peoples on that. Bhuta Brit, Bhuta Bhava. Bhutatma, that means he is the inner core of everybody. Bhutatma, Bhuta Bhavana. That means he himself has become this entire Panchabhutas. According to us, the world is created by the 5 elements. That is sky, air, then fire, water, and then this earth. These are the Panchabhutas. So they are called as Panchabhutas. So he has become the Panchabhutas, Bhuta Bhavana. That's it.
So you shared the first 2 slokas of the 1,000 names. So there are around 998 others. How long
And the
does
slokas are only 108. The namas
108.
are thousands.
1,000? How long does it take you to chant?
Maximum around 20-25
20
minutes.
minutes. Is there a specific way to chant it?
Yes.
Because it's in Sanskrit?
Yes, yes, yes.
So you need to have the right intonation.
Correct.
So do you need to be taught how to
Yes,
chant
yes.
it?
One doesn't need to have the knowledge of Sanskrit, but we have got people trained. We've got about 100 people who have been trained over the years. They will take the classes of, they take care of individual persons. If they have any specific, they chant the way a pronunciation is being done properly. And
That
that's how
information is on the website.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, that's very interesting. But hearing the slokas, they were all in the glory of Lord Vishnu.
Yes, yes,
So basically, we are chanting his glory.
yes.
In all the slokas and all the names,
yes.
it's all his glory.
So actually, if you can classify into 4, all are of course about Vishnu. Swarupa, Rupa, Guna, Vibhava. That means Swarupam is inner nature. Inner nature of Bhagavan is existing all periods of time.
His form. Right.
Then he is always happy. So that is the inner nature. Rupa, he has taken different avatars. He has taken Matsya Avatara, Kurma Avatara, Varaha Avatara. That is all Rupa. So we talk about different names, avatars of Bhagavan. Then we have Guna. Guna means Bhagavan qualities. He is a great quality. That means Bhakta Vatsala is one name. Bhakta Vatsala means he considers the people to be his own children. So Bhagavan considers all the Jivatmas to be, that is called as his qualities. That is called as Bhakta Vatsala. That's Surupa, Rupa, Guna, Vibhava. Vibhava means Bhagavan has taken various, he performs various, actions in his various avatars.
Okay.
Like Krishna Avatara, he has performed several leelas. So those things are also considered. So that is how, the 1,000 names can be classified into these 4 categories.
And of course, you would encourage everyone to chant the 1,000
yes.
names. This interview has gone very fast, so we have almost come to the end of it. But before concluding, I want to ask you this question. Not even to the people watching us at home, but to me, or even to people who have never heard of this, I would say, the concept of Vishnu Sahasranam. What would you tell those people who are not aware of this? Any message you would like to tell them?
What I would tell the people is let them start chanting it. They will themselves feel the bliss of chanting it, and whatever their desires they have got, that those desires will get fulfilled. and then it will reinforce their, their chanting of this Vishnu. They can just try it out on a scientific basis. Just try it out for a few days. They will feel the inner bliss as well as their desires getting fulfilled. Then they will get, start chanting it regularly as such. That's what.
Oh, beautiful. Well, thank you very much for your time, Mr. Rama. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for giving us this opportunity for the Viswas to, carry out this message of.
And all the best going around the country and chanting the name of Vishnu and spreading the word going around. And before we conclude, people are interested. How are they reacting to?
Yes, very much.
Are they already aware of Vishnu Sahasranam,
Yes,
or
some of them
are they being introduced?
Some of them are already aware of that. Some people have been. In fact, today we met somebody. She said she has been doing it when she was 7 years old. So there are people who are aware of it, and some people are. Of course, we are trying to get other people also who are interested also into that.
So what I'm saying is, it's not as popular as some other scriptures, but it is known.
It is.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you very much. So thank you again. All the best. And when you go back to India, travel safe.
Thank you for this Mauritius Broadcasting Corporation for giving us an opportunity to spread this message of Vishnu Sahasranam to all the people. Because our idea is that everybody should get happiness, ultimately permanent happiness. This is one means of reaching getting that happiness. Thank you.
And if we have one person watching, and through this interview, this encounter has had an impact on that person, our job is done.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you very much.
So are we. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of this episode of Encounter. If you have any questions or queries on the topic discussed or on the guest, drop an email. It's encounter@nbc.net.mu. Until the very next program, goodbye.